Way back in the beginning of 2023, we decided to completely redo our backyard. We started with the main area of the yard, ripping everything out, all the grass, weeds. One of our trees had blown over, so we luckily just took that out at the same time. And Grant started working on this. It took quite a while because at the time he was also working a full-time job, but we just chipped away at this until the whole backyard was completely transformed into an area where we could sit and hang out, and we had all different little sections. And at the time we planted it all out, we added a orange tree, we added an lemon tree, and we just picked all the things that we thought would look the best here. Little did we know that some of the plants ended up getting really, really big, and we ended up regretting some of the things that we put in, like the bougainvillea, which is what today's video is going to be all about. Just switching some stuff around and making some modifications to what we really love and what we've already done, just to make it a little bit better for how we want the backyard to grow and function in the long run. After about 30 minutes of trimming this bougainvillea bush, and it feels like I haven't even made a dent on it. And that's one reason why we're thinking eventually we might replace that with something else, because it just grows so fast. As we've been working on this kitchen renovation project, I've been finding myself wanting to learn a little bit more about woodworking and how to do projects. This video is sponsored by Woodworkers Guild of America, which has quickly become one of our favorite online resources for ideas, inspiration, and learning woodworking. If you enjoy learning new techniques or expanding your skills, it's truly a wealth of knowledge. They have hundreds of premium videos covering everything from cabinet making and wood turning to finishing techniques, jigs and fixtures, and hand tools. I've been watching their making an ocean resin pour lately, and it's given me so many ideas for upcoming projects. Every lesson is taught by friendly, talented experts who guide you step by step and share professional tips that make woodworking feel approachable. Whether you're setting up your first shop or refining your joinery, there's always something new to discover. I love how much inspiration you get from just browsing and watching their projects. It always sparks new ideas for what to build next. And as you all know, we are always working on our home, so this is one of the best resources. You can join Woodworkers Guild of America Premium and get your first full year for only $1.49. Go to the link in my description and get the first full year of Woodworkers Guild of America Premium for only $1.49. Offer valid for new members only. Yesterday, I got this idea that I wanted to just trim up the bougainvillea and trim up these huge bushes. And then I started trimming and I thought, I'm so sick of the bougainvillea. Even though it's pretty, I can't stand it anymore. The pink flowers go everywhere. They get trapped in the house. I'm constantly cleaning it up and it's never ending. It doesn't matter what you do. It's just continually falling all year long. So I said, I'm done with it. So I ripped out this bougainvillea right here. And I decided we got to get something else. And that's when Grant said that he is going to build another trellis, move this one over. Eventually, my plan is to get rid of this one and also get rid of the one over there, because it's just something I don't want to deal with for the rest of my life. So we're going to go with some different bushes and vines that are a lot easier to keep on top of and don't make such a mess. And now Grant is saying that I'm taking him off the kitchen project, which I'm not. This has only been one day. So really it's not taking him off the kitchen project, but I can see what he's saying. He wants to focus on that. He's the one who decided to make an extra trellis and all that kind of stuff.
So I've been trying to tell my wife for a while now that I don't want to deal with the garden, the fence, the wall, whatever, until I get the kitchen done. I'm focusing on the kitchen. So here I am doing a trellis. Landscape gardening and kitchen expertise.
I went to our local nursery that is right around the corner from our house and decided to get two plants that we already have in our backyard and really love. One is a potato vine plant, which is a really nice vine. It has a white flower, at least the one we picked has a white flower, and it's the one that we have going over our archway. It's beautiful, it blooms all year long, and we absolutely love it. And the other one we got is this Duranta. This one is really nice too. It grows kind of like a tree. I guess you can let it go like a tree or you can keep it more like a bush. It just depends on how you want to trim it up. But we have one that has grown really tall, and again, it has beautiful purple flowers all year long. We absolutely love it. So I said, let's just go with two things that we know we love and we know do well in our backyard that aren't going to get out of control. The one thing that drove us nuts about the bougainvillea is just the mess, and both of these don't really make a huge mess besides the regular amount of leaves falling. So is this part of the kitchen?
Like you can see it from the kitchen window, so it's basically kitchen aesthetic. So yeah, it is definitely
part of the kitchen.
Yeah.
Because see, you look out this window, and that's what you look at. Mm-hmm. So we had to do it.
It's basically like a window cover for the kitchen, kind of somewhat. Anywho, and then we're gonna have two trellises and a vine and a shrub kind of thing.
I forgot to mention before, we're getting rid of this bush. It's a hopseed bush, but it's almost like a tree. If you notice here though, on this whole side, there's no leaves, and that's a telltale sign that it's pretty much going to be dying soon, because we've had two, we've had two that have died just like that. Like it becomes a stick, then it becomes another stick, and then it dies. So maybe they don't last forever. I need to look it up. They might not last forever.
I don't think anything organic lasts forever.
No, I know it doesn't last forever. I mean, maybe there's a time limit on them, you know, like 5 years or something. Grant decided to take this hopseed bush out because while it's still alive, you can see there's still some green on it. We could tell it is in the process of dying. One thing that we didn't realize when we first planted these is we felt that over time we should have planted them further away from the fence, closer to the house, I guess you could say, because the one side doesn't get enough sun. And I feel that that could be one reason why they tend to die, because it just feels like the sun isn't coming at them from all around. So they tend to grow more on one side, and they also get heavier on that side then. And when we've had big windstorms, we've lost a few of them. We first moved in here in 2019, and right after we moved in, we added these hopseed bushes all along this entire fence, and we also added them in our front yard as well.
We do in a hole, and it's a big hole in here, and we take the plants out, and we digging a hole right now. So it'll be a long time a dig. So bye.
This is our youngest son, Levi, who is our number one biggest helper for all projects, backyard and around the house. He likes to narrate now some of the videos, so I've just left it in because I think it is so funny. Maybe he'll be a vlogger one day, who knows? But one reason why we wanted to remove that hopseed bush, back to that story, is because we thought that instead of crushing the two new things into that one area, we would give it more room so they could spread out more. And we're also, as you can see, moving them off the fence and bringing them further away. So hopefully when they grow larger, there will be more room for them to expand out. And we, this is just something we've learned over time that we didn't know when we first started planting our yard, that things tend to grow a lot bigger than expected a lot of the time. And we had planted things really close to fence lines and things like that. And now we've realized that it's better to give everything a lot more space, because that way it can fully grow, and then we can also get around it and get to the other side. All those sorts of things that I guess you just learn with time, because, we've never had a yard before. This is our first kind of venture into gardening and, doing yards and things like that. So what Grant did was he already had one of these trellises built. So he decided to add a second trellis, again, just to get this off of the fence line. And that way, hopefully we can keep this vine, the potato vine, more under control and just have it on the trellis rather than up over onto the fence that we share with our neighbor. And then this is the Duranta, the purple flowered bush. This tends to get tree-like if you let it. So you can trim it up to only have stuff on the top if you want, or you can have it be more like a vine and have it intertwined into the trellis. That's what I think we're going to do here, but we'll just see. One thing that I want to do that I didn't do with the bougainvillea is just stay on top of it. I don't want it taking over. Now, as you can see here, we already have a butterfly landing on this Duranta, which is so beautiful. And that's one of the things that we want in our backyard is pollinators. And I had some comments on some of our previous backyard videos saying, you need to plant more pollinators. And I don't know if everyone realizes this or not, but any plant with flowers, all plants are pollinator plants. They bring all the bugs and the butterflies, the bees, and everything. If your plant has flowers, it's a pollinator plant. And we have so many pollinators in our backyard, which is our goal. So that way we can help the earth. Are you happy with the way it turned out?
Yeah.
So you're happy that I did this?
Yeah, I'm glad you did this while I was working on the kitchen.
Took you away from the kitchen?
Yeah.
But look at how beautiful this is. This was not even half a day.
Right.
So totally worth it. Half a day. What would you have accomplished in half a day? Maybe half a cupboard?
I'm making doors. I would have probably be
A few doors?
closer
A
to
few
where I
doors?
am now.
It looks so beautiful. And we got rid of the problem bush, which was the whole reason why. Since our kitchen renovation is taking a long time, we do have to do other small projects like this. Even though I know Grant didn't want to be taken off of the project, this only took a very short time and it looks so much better and it's solving the problem of getting rid of the bougainvillea. So here is our backyard before and after, the other side, and you can see the bougainvillea in the background there. I plan to get rid of all of that because of the mess it makes and how hard it is to stay on top of. And this will just have to happen when we have extra days here and there where we want to take a break from the kitchen renovation and work on other small projects like the backyard. But we are so happy that our backyard is now a place where we love to hang out. We think it's beautiful. And the thing is, if I put something in here and it doesn't seem to work out, it dies, or it just becomes way too much work, we can always switch things out. It's just an evolving backyard that we love to work on. And whenever we have a spare moment, it's a great excuse to get outside and trim things back, replant. And soon we will be working on the garden beds. I will be sharing a lot of what we do around the house here, the renovation projects, our backyard projects. If you're new here, make sure you hit the subscribe button to join our channel, Glueru, and we'll see you in the next video. Bye.